Your cell phone emits billions of times more energy than a technology currently being used to help ease PTSD, anxiety, and brain fog. Welcome to this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
Today, we are looking at an article called The Whisper of Change, Understanding Low-Energy Neurofeedback. And our mission today is really to explore a surprisingly gentle, hopeful way the brain can naturally find its balance.
Yeah, it's a deeply reassuring shift in how we approach healing, honestly. We often assume that if we want to change a stuck pattern in the mind, we have to force it, right, through sheer willpower.
Or just pure exhaustion.
Exactly.
So, okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
Because traditional neurofeedback, it usually involves sitting in a chair for 45 minutes.
Staring intensely at a screen.
Right, actively trying to control a video game with your mind takes a ton of conscious effort in like 40 or more sessions. But this low-energy approach is completely passive.
And that passivity is the core of why it works. Instead of demanding that the brain learn a new trick through repetition, the system simply listens.
Just listens.
Yeah, it measures your brain's dominant frequency, essentially the electrical loop it's currently stuck in. Then it sends back a tiny, brief offset signal.
Wait, hold on. An offset signal.
Mm-hmm.
How does sending a tiny electrical signal actually break a stuck neurological pattern?
Well, think of it like a mirror. The system reflects the brain's own dysfunctional pattern back to it, but just slightly out of phase.
I see.
When the brain sees its own static, it naturally autocorrects to move away from that inefficiency. It recognizes the disrupted pattern and just reorganizes itself.
Oh, so it's essentially like noise-canceling headphones. The headphones listen to the background noise, play back the exact opposite frequency, and the chaotic noise just zeroes out.
That is a highly accurate way to look at it. And what's fascinating here is that the offset signal we are talking about is measured in picowatts.
Picowatts. You mentioned earlier that's billions of times weaker than a cell phone signal.
Yes.
But I have to push back here. If it's that microscopic, how does the brain even register it, let alone heal from it?
Because it's not trying to overpower the brain. When you introduce a strong, forceful intervention, the nervous system naturally puts up a wall.
Oh, it resists.
It resists, yeah. By using a signal that is essentially a whisper, it sneaks right under those defense mechanisms.
It doesn't trigger a threat response.
Precisely. The article compares it to a gentle tap on the shoulder to break a fixation. A whisper can grab your attention much faster than a shout, simply because it doesn't force you into a defensive posture.
That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we're talking about interrupting brain waves with electrical signals, people immediately picture being strapped into some intense Frankenstein-style machine.
Right, which sounds terrifying.
Yeah, but here's where it gets really interesting. The actual experience in the room is the exact opposite. You sit in a comfortable chair for about 20 minutes.
With a couple of sensors placed on your scalp.
Right, and there are no needles, no buzzing. You literally don't feel a thing.
And you don't have to do anything. You just sit quietly. Unlike, say, medications that alter your whole body chemistry and carry that heavy burden of side effects we're all familiar with.
Yeah, those can be rough.
Very. But this microcurrent isolates localized electrical frequencies. It trusts the brain to safely adjust its own electrical patterns without adding foreign chemistry.
And the results just unfold naturally in your daily life. You might notice better sleep, less mental chatter, maybe feeling a bit more patience.
And because it is so incredibly gentle, it has broad, hopeful applications. Practitioners use it to help clear brain fog, ease chronic stress.
And it's safe for kids.
Yes, because the patient just sits comfortably, it is wonderfully safe for children as well.
So what does this all mean? The article uses this image that really stuck with me. Imagine your mind is a shaken snow globe.
Everything is just swirling and chaotic.
Exactly. Traditional approaches, they might try to frantically catch every single snowflake and force it into place.
Which is an exhausting way to live.
Totally. But this low-energy neurofeedback, it's just setting the snow globe down on a stable surface. The flakes settle naturally.
It simply provides that quiet, stable surface for the nervous system to rest.
Right. Your brain already knows how to be clear. It just needs permission to stop swirling. It makes you wonder if our incredibly intelligent brains can reorganize and heal from just a microscopic, gentle nudge. What other stuck areas in your life might just need permission to stop swirling rather than forceful effort?